Are you struggling with back and forth emails with your customers, trying to book in meetings? Well, the HubSpot meetings tool is a really great way to fix that. Makes it a lot easier for you to schedule in meetings with your clients, but it also enables them to book in directly with you without having to go back and forth. Today, I'm going to show you how to set that up. So first of all, we need to connect your calendar before we start building out a meeting link. So head on over to your settings and then over into calendar. And basically here, all you just need to do is connect your Gmail or Outlook calendar, whatever you use. Mine's already connected in here. Now we can go set up the meeting link. Head on down to Sales and then the meeting scheduler. And then you've already got a default meeting in here, but we can just create our own custom one. So create scheduling page. Here you can choose 3 different types of meeting links. So the first one is one-on-one, so that's just booking in a meeting directly with you and using your calendar. A group one is basically scheduling a meeting for a group of people all at once, so you can pretty much set it up so somebody's meeting up with a sales rep as well as a sales engineer and anyone else that might be needed in that specific type of meeting. Or you can do the round robin, and this is really good if you're just looking for whoever's next available and you're looking at multiple calendars and then you book in with the next person available. Today I'm just going to choose one-on-one. And then from here, you just give it an internal name. So I'm just gonna call it a test. You give it an event title. You can choose a location or add in a video conference link if you have a Zoom or a Google Meet or anything like that connected to your HubSpot profile. But for this, I'm just gonna say video call. And you have the option to add in a cancel or reschedule link, so you can enable them to click a link to request to cancel or reschedule. Again, it just further reduces your back and forth communication and keeps your calendar optimal. Chuck in a description as well, and that basically just says what the context of the meeting is, and then hit next. From here, you can customize the scheduling page link. You can also, this is where you actually choose your availability windows. You can choose how long the meetings can go for. I'm just going to choose a 30-minute one. And then in the availability windows, this is basically determining when it will book meetings for you in your calendar. So you can choose by specific days, or if it's just any day during the week, you can choose Monday to Friday and choose a specific time window. You can have different time windows on different days, or maybe you have something on the weekend, you can have different hours as well. So it's all customizable in here. In additional settings, you can also set up minimum notice times and buffers. So this is really good to make sure that you're not just being booked into a meeting in like 5 minutes time and then you have no time to prepare, and you might already be busy in something. So for example, I might say nobody can book in with me today, so they have to wait 12 hours until they can do that first schedule. And then the buffer time is really just how much padded time you have around meetings, just to allow you to wrap up from a previous meeting and prepare for the next, or even just in case a meeting goes over. So you can set how long the buffer should be between each meeting. Hit next. And then you can also select whether you do a pre-meeting reminder. So this is really great to just remind them that it's happening, especially if you're seeing people just no-show. You can do something an hour before, a day before, or multiple. And then that way you're just giving them ample opportunities to confirm and make sure they're definitely going to be showing up. Then you create. Now it's time to share the meeting link. So there's a few different ways that you can do this. So you can copy a share link and then put it in your email signature, for example, or just send it ad hoc to people, or you can embed it directly on your website. If it's a separate website to HubSpot, then you can just get an embed code to add to that, or you can use a meeting scheduler module if you have a HubSpot website. So you can just plug it straight onto a landing page, for example. I've got a really good hack. If you tend to use your calendar to plan out your days and your tasks, sometimes that can impact your availability on when you can be booked into meetings. And a lot of the time those tasks can be moved around, so you still want to be prioritizing client meetings. Basically, all you need to do is just change the availability of that calendar event in your calendar. So for example, I might have these how-to videos, but I'm okay to still take client meetings in this time. So I could just change that event to, instead of busy, I make it free. And then you hit save, give it a refresh, and just test your meeting scheduler link, and you should be able to see that that time is now available to book. If you have any questions about meeting links or what we covered in the video, let us know in the comments. But other than that, happy HubSpotting.